Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba. Hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the Slice of Shonen podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor. And even though we don't have a lot of chapters to talk about this week, I feel like we're still going to be talking about a lot of different things here. And, you know, we go off topic every now and then, so there's that as well. But anyway, it's going to be a fun week as usual. And as usual, I am not here by myself. I have my Ensemble of Excellence here with me today. Let me run down the list. Ooh, excuse me. We have the Cookin' Taco. We have the me. Hey, how's it going? We have the Silver. And of course, the Zenith Annie manga, who's linked down below in the description. Go check out his channel. Just dropped a fire video. Make sure you guys check that out as well. Give it a like and a comment. Go check it out, man. Go support the guy. If you would like to support the podcast, as always, you can down below. You can drop a little donation if you want to. If not, that's perfectly fine. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, because time is money, and we appreciate you spending it with us. Fellas, is there anything else you would like to say to the people before we get started?
Not really.
All right. Well, I guess we're just getting into it, man. Okay, so we're just jumping straight into the shit here. Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 238. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
What did I say?
I'm
what
have
I been saying?
start.
Kashimo got... Say it with me now. Kashimo got...
Kashi cooked.
Come on.
How are you not going to say it, but I am? Yeah, Kashimo got fucking washed. Go ahead, Zena.
This is an enjoyable chapter. It's a cool chapter. It's also a really funny chapter.
It's a goofy chapter, yeah.
It's... Because here's the thing. I enjoy the fight. I enjoy Kashimo's curse technique. I enjoy some of the moments we get. I like the character stuff that we get for Kashimo and Sukuna. But man, is it so funny that he lasted like 2 chapters.
Bro, he lasted like basically just a chapter.
A chapter and a half, if I want to be nice.
Like,
really.
he lasted 26 pages. Like, bro. Yeah, no, listen. Kashimo has got to be one of the most useless characters in the story. I won't say the most useless because... Hey, we got some really dope-ass dialogue between him and Sukuna after he got cooked, and I appreciate that. That was really cool. I like that a lot. That is probably my biggest positive of this chapter. I thought that was really great. Getting more insight on Sukuna was really cool. But Kashimo, brother... Holy fuck, this guy is ass. You waited centuries just to fight this exact version of Sukuna just to get packed up like this? Bro, you gave your life to get thrown in the fucking washing machine by Sukuna just to get fucking cooked? Oh my god, man. Like, first off, how... We need to have a dialogue, because I tried to bring this up before and nobody has really given me a satisfactory answer, and I haven't seen any satisfactory answers. So chat, of course, in this dialogue, let me know how you guys feel about it. How the fuck does Kashimo dodge this dimensional slash or this dimensional dismantle from Sukuna, but Satoru fucking Gojo, who is so much faster and stronger than this guy, cannot? Now, I know what people are going to say. Well, Kashimo was told to dodge. Forehead. Idiot. Stupid. So that's how he dodged. And you know what? That's true. He was told to dodge. He said, shit, you right. Dodged it. I still think it's kind of Looney Tunes that he was able to do it, but hey, at the end of the day, it's what happened. I get it. Makes sense. Sure. Why the fuck could Gojo he was just, yeah, I can't do anything against it, despite the fact that he has the fucking 6 eyes, which is like the best sensory ability in the fucking series. This whole fight, well, not the whole fight, but earlier in the fight, it was talked about like, hey, there's a spark that emerges whenever, a big move is about to come out in Jujutsu. And Sukuna could read it. That's how, he started to plan for the purple, which, that backfired on him. But it allowed him to look at it and be like, okay, here's what I think is going to happen. Here's how I'm going to respond to this prediction that I have. So it was like, okay, makes sense. Gojo, who can see cursed energy better than fucking anybody and has the ability to teleport around, not even just like in that small battlefield where they are. I'm talking about in all of Shinjuku. Gojo could just yoink, just gone. Teleport right back in and out like no problem. So Gojo, who is faster than Kashimo, is able to see these sort of things coming with the 6 eyes. And also the fact that Sukuna had to fucking chant to get the attack off. Hey, I guess Gojo just sat back and was like, hey, he's cooking something, but I guess I'll just wait for it. Like, was it ego? I don't think it could be.
Literally, he just took it because he thought he could.
No way,
honestly,
dude.
I genuinely think that's what happened, man.
But listen, at this point, I don't doubt you because fucking whatever. But like, it's so out of character for Gojo to think that, because in the fight, he was like, damn, I could lose. And Gojo also paid for letting his guard down before and learned from that in his fight with Toji, which that fight was mentioned in this fight directly. Gojo also knew that Sukuna wasn't using everything in his kit, that he was holding back. He also knew, or he also felt at least, that even without the 10 shadows, this nigga could still beat me. So despite the fact that Gojo could see this shit building up, despite the fact that this nigga was chanting in front of him to get this attack off, despite the fact that Gojo knew he wasn't using everything, despite the fact that Gojo felt like even without Mahoraga, Sukuna could still beat him, he just thought, I'ma let him cook, I can tank this. Bro, like, oh my God. Is it because he got tired? Can't be that either, because just the chapter before, he has his reverse curse technique back. He's fucking fine. So again, I understand how Kashimo was able to dodge it. He was given a warning, but I'm saying that the 6 eye should also have the same effect for Gojo, and Gojo should be able to move. And it's so weird how I thought other people would like talk about this, but like everyone, I shouldn't say everybody, but like, it's so weird to see others getting dunked on for like just having this criticism or like just wanting more clarification on what happened. Like, man, I don't even really, just to be honest, I don't even really be like agreeing with people like Anime Balls Deep all that much. Shout out to them. I know they post a lot of shit, but like, I don't really agree with them that much. But they brought it up and I was just like, yeah, that's a really good point actually. And I thought people would like talk about it more. And instead, people are just dunking on them, calling them stupid. You have other YouTubers who I do fuck with and I do like, and I still do, like No Operator being like, oh, people just don't know what they're talking about and their opinion doesn't matter if they don't like this. It's just like, what are we, guys, what is happening? Like, it's so weird. And then people who are like, saying that, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Some of them don't know what the fuck they're talking about either. Like, I don't, it's so genuinely strange. I don't know. Chat, if you've had some interactions like that, let me know too. But like, this whole week has been just like super weird for discourse for me because like, hey man, I'm just, I guess I just can't read or I'm just upset because Gojo lost. That seems like the number one response to criticism for JJK recently. You're just upset that Gojo lost, or you can't read. It's so weird. Hey man, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, shouts out to Kaneki for dropping a $5 dono. Is it possible that Sukuna can hide the initial spark of activation of cursed technique since his mastery of cursed energy is beyond awareness? Listen, I don't think there is, but hey, if he can, Kaneki, I would have loved to have fucking saw that. I would have loved to have seen that. Like, hey man, if that is the case, that's fine. I just want to see it. I want to get more clarification on what I'm reading. That's all I want. All I want is more clarification on what happened to the sport that I loved. I just want more clarification on what's happening. But hey, whatever. I guess I'm just not paying attention. It's just... Ugh. This whole thing is so strange, and I think it totally is a valid thing to point out, like, hey, this Kashimo thing is like kind of weird, but not a lot of people are talking about it. They're just burying that shit. Hey man, whatever. It's just very strange.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, speaking personally, I agree with everything you've said, Taylor. Like, I'm actually completely on your side.
Mm-hmm.
But also, admittedly, it's like, I'm just, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Even though it's like, I completely agree with everything you've said, I'm not that, I'm just not that invested.
Yeah.
Because
ultimately, the end result was going to be the same whether he dodged it or not.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
As far as how he was able to dodge that first attack, I feel like I have an idea in my head that feels more straightforward. Is the fact that Sukuna wasn't actually aiming for him directly at the time. Because if he really just wanted to kill him, he'd just killed him. Let's be real here. It's because like we went over this whole thing, like at the end of last chapter, where he's going to educate him on what it means to have true strength. And so I think that was just. It's him showing off. I feel like that's just the easier solution here, rather than trying to scale feats here.
Well, I wouldn't tell someone, like, if I was, like, let's say, for example, if me and you are playing dodgeball and I have the ball, I wouldn't say, dodge this, Silver, and then turn around and shoot it at the wall behind me. Like, I feel like that's kind of weird, especially when Sukuna gave him that little education after he murked him. Like, he did not need to stay alive for Sukuna to just tell him, yeah, bro, I'm just that nigga. What can I say? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, hey, if that is the reason why, I'm not upset by it or anything. I do think it's a little goofy. I just want the story, like, what I want is just more explanation from the story instead of us having to come up with theories and headcanon as to why these things, like, technically make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Because I think those things can be fun. The discussions and the headcanon, and it's like, oh, this actually makes sense. Like, that stuff can all be fun. But when it's connected to something you really care about and it's like not really making sense, it's like it's frustrating, because then it's like you're no longer theory crafting for fun, you're theory crafting to like fix the story.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to fix the story in my own head.
Like I would
rather the story just be good and make sense, you know?
Exactly. Like, I don't want to have to, like, theory craft and be like, oh, well, like, I don't want to have to pull out the fucking whiteboard and, like, write everything down and be like, well, technically this makes sense. It's just like, I would like the story to just explain it to me. I don't know. It's very weird.
And I think the difference being is that these are your criticisms are things that could be easily explained.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It would be different if it was something that it's like you had a question about something that's like irrelevant, or it's just so outside of the like box where it's like, okay, that just doesn't really matter. Like, the author would never explain something like that. But these are things that could very easily be explained. Like, Gege could just write a little panel. It's like, this is why this happened. And it's like he does that all the other times. It's like he does that pretty frequently. So it's like, why is it these specific things where it's like, I don't know, just, shit happens.
Yeah. It's just, like I said, man, it's just really weird. Like, JJK is in a weird spot right now. And I don't know, like, it just sucks because I'm so invested in this story. And, like, I'm not saying that others aren't who appreciate it and enjoy this. That's fine. It's just, I have issues with it, me personally. And this is a story that I hold very near and dear to my heart. And it just kind of sucks to just be like, hey, no real explanation for stuff. Things are just kind of happening. And it's so weird to me that, again, before we could even process Gojo dying, in comes this D-list character that is gonna die in like a chapter and a half, and then before anyone else can really be like, oh, well, shit, that's bad, in comes Yuji and Higuruma, and like, hey, man, I get it. Sukuna's going on a rampage. He just got a fucking phoenix down by restoring back to full HP. I understand it. Like, it makes sense that everybody's rushing in, but like, God, I just wish there was like a moment to breathe. I get why there's not. That, like, it's not me trying to argue it doesn't make sense. It's just, it's just so much. Like, the pacing just feels so weird.
Kind of branching off of what you were saying, and this is kind of moving topics. I have a question for chat, and I have a question for the ensemble here. Kashimo. So, from my understanding, and I could be wrong, like I said, feel free to disagree with me and give your own explanations. But from after reading this chapter and the previous chapter, and going back to Hikari's fight, because I did go back and reread that fight a little bit. I didn't reread the whole thing. I did not reread Hikari's fucking domain explanation. I'll be honest, bro. I skipped that shit.
Yep.
Was the entire point of Kashimo's character just so Gege could explain to us that Sukuna enjoys being the strongest?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
I mean,
what else
I
did we
can't
really
for the life of
gain?
me, I can't think of anything else.
Because assumedly, the only purpose of this fight was to get that scene, which it's a good scene. I like that scene. Don't get it twisted. I like the afterlife scene with Kashimo and Sukuna and the little chat they have. But really, the only new information we've gleaned, it's not even new information. It's just reaffirming what we already know.
I was about to say, it's not even new.
Yeah, Sukuna enjoys being the strongest. He thinks love is worthless, and whatever. He's a bitch, and it's like, so that was it. Like,
that's it.
That was Kashimo's entire role in the story.
That's it. He doesn't even get to do anything cool. He just dies. Like, we knew he was going to lose because obviously he's not beating fucking Sukuna. But like, I think for me, this fight feels very similar to Sukuna's fight with Yorozu, except like way worse. Because Yorozu, obviously, she wasn't going to beat Sukuna, but what made that fight so interesting to me was the fact that we got to see Yorozu cook, and we also got to see Sukuna and how those powers like interacted with each other, and I really liked it. It was really fun to see how Sukuna was using the 10 shadows, how Yorozu was going about attacking him. It wasn't really like a back and forth because we obviously knew Sukuna was in control for pretty much the whole fight, but it was still really fun to see these two go at it. Whereas Kashimo comes in and he's set up with a really cool curse technique, and this is a curse technique that sacrifices his own life, and we're like, oh nah, it's gotta be crazy. And it's just to give Sukuna more feats. Like, it's just to beat the dog shit out of Kashimo and then be like, hey, he's gone now. Like, bro.
Also, I kind of want to clarify or like reiterate that it's like, I think this fight's good. I like it. Like I think the stuff we got with Kashimo was cool. I like the scene we get with Sukuna and Kashimo, and I also don't believe that every character needs to be insightful or like not every character needs to serve like some purpose in a story. I think you can just have characters that like like this. What I'm questioning isn't the like intent of it. I guess more so what I'm questioning is like the timing. Like why have Kashimo be the one that jumps in after Gojo? Why have this scene reiterating these things we already know? What is... I guess I'm just a little confused.
It's wish I knew.
Not confused in like a technical sense, just like in a more philosophical. Like, what am I? I mean, and that's something only I can figure out. Like, I mean, someone could explain it to me, but it's like I don't know. I feel like I get the point. I just don't get the point. Like, why? What is?
I wish I had something to tell you, because, like I said, everyone knew that Kashimo was going to lose. But like to go out this sad, bro, like to go out this bad is like it's impressive how pathetic it is. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's so strange. The fact that you have this motherfucker. I want to put this into perspective for everybody. Cause hold on, I have the exact date in chat because I wrote it down. I'm gonna find this because once I realized this, because I also went back and I looked at fucking his fight with Hakari. I'm genuinely blown away. We have been waiting for Kashimo to unveil his technique since July 10th of last year. And that shit lasted a chapter and a half. Bro. Bro,
I'm a One Piece fan. That shit ain't nothing.
This nigga Kashimo has just been like, yeah, I'm ready to fight Sukuna. And then it's just, hey man, he's literally, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Like, bro, Gojo died. And before we could even mourn his loss, in comes a fucking nothing character. Kashimo offers nothing except just reaffirming Sukuna's beliefs. Like, I can't. I'm losing. It hurts so bad. Why, man? Listen, again, we all knew he was gonna lose, but man, Kashimo, we just wanted you to put on a show, brother, and you go out in such embarrassing fashion. Ugh.
I guess, like I said, I still enjoy this fight. I guess what I was, and this is just my own expectation, but I guess I was expecting to gain some type of insight to like what it like. And more so like what it means to be the strongest, because it's the whole thing. And then even kind of it like dips its toe in it, where it's like Kashimo's the strongest and Sukuna's like, you were the strongest and they fought you and you all this stuff. I guess I was expecting to learn something new from this like interaction, but it just didn't really happen that way. But I guess maybe that's all it was, because I guess technically speaking, with Gojo and Sukuna, we didn't really get that. So maybe it is something as simple as Gege wanted to just kind of reiterate Sukuna's beliefs before the like final battle. Because and this is just like I'm just throwing stuff out, ideas out there. Maybe it's something like, I don't know, weekly schedule where he's like, people maybe forgot, so let me just reiterate it real quick. It could be something as simple as that. Like it. I know that's like a really unsatisfying answer, but it's like, it's possible, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately. Chat, by the way, let me know how my audio is. I've been trying to fix it for you guys the whole time here while I'm fucking having a meltdown over this week's chapter. Man,
it's gonna be fine, bro. Yuji showed up.
Listen. My goat, Yuji, he's about to pull up, and he's about to beat the dog shit out of him. You know, Sukuna is not gonna beat the allegations, and you know Higuruma is he's gonna come in and he's gonna get his instant kill sword, and that's it. It's gonna be cool, but like.
Unironically, I was talking about this before the podcast, but like, unironically, a good plan because they sent their two strongest people in to just, you know, straight up fight.
Whoa! Don't put Kashimo in that light.
I'm just going off of Akutami.
Don't do that. Hey, now hold on. Now wait a minute. He sent the strongest fighter and a fucking jabroni out there is who he sent.
All right, so they sent their strongest, a guy who has a decent rep behind him as to go with him. They both wore him down hypothetically. Didn't really wear him down, but you know, what can you do? And now, instead of just, you know, brute forcing their way through a win, Higuruma is actually such a genius thing, because if they can get off like an actual like domain against him, because you know, if it's just a clash of domains, obviously Higuruma's gonna lose, but if they can figure out a way to, like, you know, make that go through, then they've got a really good shot, because there is no way Sukuna is beating any allegations. He isn't even going to try.
God.
He's literally it's literally gonna be a repeat of the Yuji scene where it's like, yeah, I did it.
So what? What are you gonna do about it?
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
So I see you're on trial for the murder of Satoru Gojo. Yeah, cope.
Sukuna, my files say that. Good.
He's just gonna be on that shit, like, yeah, okay, I did all that shit, but what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
Bro's literally gonna be like, so we have here on our file that you eat people. Yeah. What the fuck, dude? What, bro?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what the fuck else am I supposed to eat? Huh? What?
So, you know, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
You know, Yuji's gonna come in. Here's the thing: if he loses the allegations, no curse technique.
Yeah.
So no cutting space bullshit.
It's a really good switch up. You know, because like you said, Zian, like they send in their two like brawlers basically first to kind of wear him down, and now because Yuji's a brawler too, but I think we all agree that specifically he has to have something up his sleeve.
That's the goat.
Against Sukuna.
Yes,
he has to
sir.
have some type of technique, something that can counter Sukuna. And Higuruma, we already know how his ability works. So it's like it is a very stark shift where it's like, let's not try to beat the shit out of him. Let's try to like outsmart him. Like, let's try to actually, like, beat him.
Yeah.
It's cool. I really like this.
Yeah.
I
Amen.
love the final page.
My goat. Oh, yeah, that spread is sick. Yeah. My goat, Yuji, listen, man. He can fight people with 4 arms, man. We just saw it in the anime not too long ago. Hey.
I would love it if we have, like, a parallel to that scene where it's like, but I'm so much better, but why am I the one getting hit?
Yes, sir. That's my fucking guy right there. Yeah.
I mean, that would be cool, but I feel like it's good. Like, it's a bit of an unfair comparison to have of the cockroach devil or whatever the fuck it was.
It was actually a grasshopper spirit.
Yeah, no,
I think.
It's a bug demon, whatever. All right, compare that to fucking Sukuna. Like, I feel like there's a very clear difference between those two.
Yeah, motherfucker, it's a cinematic parallel, man. It's fucking. It goes
Nah,
hard.
Sukuna's getting washed, bro.
You're damn right. Let's fucking go, man.
What do you think the deal? What do you guys think the deal is with Yuji's arms?
I mean, it's just like the death painting stuff, right?
Yeah, I was about to say. I think it's the death paintings, and maybe he also maybe he also ate the last finger because before Sukuna and Gojo fought, Sukuna was like, "Yeah, Gojo has the last finger more than likely," because he was Gojo. What Sukuna thinks Gojo's plan was like, okay, he's just gonna have Yuji eat all of the fingers and then be like, oh, we can't find the last one. What's the deal with that one? He was just gonna hide it so then they don't execute Yuji after he eats all 20. So that was like their thing. So I'm imagining he also ate Sukuna's.
What a bad plan.
Hey man,
It's not a good plan.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Like, if they find out that Gojo has it, they're not taking it from him. So, like,
that's true, but also like they're just gonna try to kill him anyway because they'll get impatient.
oh yeah, I
Not
mean,
good
yeah,
long-term.
I mean, hey, you still have Gojo there, so if they try, then logically Gojo should be there. I mean, prison
It's
realm
Yuta
shit
now, bro.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuta's the
Yeah.
one protecting Yuji now, bro.
Well, there's protect him from who?
From Sukuna, bro, when he comes in next chapter.
Oh,
Yuta's gonna
that's
jump in
so
and take him
true.
out.
You know, yeah, he's gonna need someone to help him out, of course.
Bro, Yuta's the ace in the hole, remember? That's what Maki said.
That
He's
is, yeah, he is the
he's
ace in the
the-
hole. Yuta's gonna sit on the sidelines the whole time and be like, damn, I wasn't needed. A goat stepped in. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Bro, Higuruma really is the goat, I agree.
Hold on, what the fuck? Hey, he's a lawyer, nigga. I'm talking about the goat. Yuji
Yeah, bro,
Itadori.
he's gonna fucking sue Sukuna.
Yuji
He's gonna fucking go bankrupt, bro.
Itadori-kun. That's the fucking goat right there, baby. Yeah. Sukuna even said, oh, he finally showed up, huh? He knows he's him. He knows he's him.
They're like, do
He
you know what
knows.
the conviction
Yeah, and then he
rate
literally
is in
immediately
Japan?
follows that up with, "But what can a little boy hope to
Stop
accomplish
talking.
here?"
Stop talking.
So,
You did false accusations, lies.
It's literally on the last page, bro. You can't say shit.
I've been told I can't read, so I'm not reading that.
Oh shit! Tell him.
What?
No, I'm supporting my man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
My
I mean, if you can't read, then I don't get how you were able to get so pissed about Kashimo.
Just look
Because
at
I
the
can't
pictures,
read.
bro.
That's why. I can't read. If I was able to read, then I would just simply be happy.
Yeah, the true JJK fan. There
Yeah.
was one.
I would just consume. I wouldn't question. That would just
I'm
be
just
me.
sounding more like a Dragon Ball fan.
No, bro, Dragon Ball fans don't read.
Yeah, right?
That's the exact opposite.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no attempt.
Dragon Ball fans don't read Dragon Ball.
True. Yeah, but we have that in common. We just don't read our series, so it makes sense.
So my favorite thing that I saw this week, besides Kashima dying, was it was a single tweet, and it was just like a screen cap of the panel where it's like armed with both his physique and the curse tools known as Supreme Marital Solution, Martial Solution, and Hiten. Sukuna annihilated the Sun, Moon, and Star Squad and the 5 empty generals serving the northern Fujiwara clan, and routed the Abe clan's elite forces, which included angels and the Deshi?
Deshi, yeah.
Pacification Squad, composed of Sugawara clan remnants. And it was just that, and then the quote was just fake ass stats.
Bro, dead ass. They are stat padding this nigga and talking about people who we don't even know. We don't know these
Here's the thing,
people.
right? That's a really cool panel. I like it a lot. It's really cool. I like the lore and stuff. It's literally meaningless because we have no fucking
Who
idea
cares?
what any
The
of that
only
means.
people we know are Angel, Udo, and then the Sugawara clan. We have their descendants in Gojo and Yuta. That's it. We don't know how impressive those squads were back in the day. Like, it doesn't
We can assume
matter.
they were pretty strong, but also it's like, what the fuck?
What does it matter? Why do we
Yeah,
need
no,
to
I-
hype up Sukuna even more? We get it. He's strong. He just shit on Gojo. He just hit the fucking gritty on this nigga's corpse. I get it. Like, I don't need to be told. God, this story just just all over
It's,
fucking Sukuna, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Bro, I read this chapter in public and I had to wipe the shit off my face. The nigga sitting next to me was like, God damn, you're watching some OD porn. I said, no, it's Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 238. He said, oh, okay, I get it. That makes sense. That makes sense because they be blowing this nigga, bro. Like, God.
So I have a question for you,
What's that?
bro. What do you have against Sukuna, man?
I have nothing. I
What
love
did he do?
Sukuna. I love Sukuna so much, but it's just the fact that the
Clearly.
story takes every opportunity to deep throat this man. I get it. He's strong. Oh my gosh, man. Ugh.
Well, then, yeah, you know the purpose of Kashimo coming into the story. Bro
Ugh.
was getting a little dry, so Kashimo came in to just make sure everything was all good.
Oh my god. Throughout the strippers and hoes, I alone am the dick sucker, says Kashimo. Just comes in and just, oh my god. Starts out the chapter, oh my god, Sukuna's so beautiful.
He is
God damn,
perfection.
nigga. Take this nigga out to dinner first. Jesus. Like, oh my god. Golly. Bro is glazing in his mind as he's getting his cheeks clapped. Oh my goodness, bro. This is nasty work.
Has Gege ever said who his favorite character is?
I think so. I don't remember who, though. If Jigga was here, he would say.
Gonna be something dumb like Mai.
Bro, I saw an interview from him recently that said he doesn't really like Yuji.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not fucking
Did you-
surprised.
Bro, why are you writing these characters?
Bro, I hate
He's a
this
bit of an
nigga.
asshole.
My brother in Christ, you made him. Bro, he fucking hates Gojo. I know he was fucking twerking when he got to finally kill him.
Because the reason why I ask is because I feel like headcanon. I feel like it has to be Sukuna, right? Like Sukuna has to be his favorite character.
It's Nanami. Chat saying it's Nanami is his favorite character.
It's Nanami.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Makes
sense.
sense.
I'm
That
surprised it's
actually
not
fits.
Charles,
That makes
because
sense.
man, when the fucking manga guy, because I feel like that's just gay. Gay just when Charles went up to that editor and just be like, "Fuck you, man." I know Gege was like, "Yeah." And I respect it, Gege. Write your truth, brother. Spit your facts. But yeah, I'm surprised it's Nanami. Mahito is also his favorite. That
He
makes
killed him
sense.
so long ago.
Yeah. Shouts out though. I mean,
remember
Nanami's
I was
cool.
a big fan of Nanami for a long time too. And I remember when he got killed off. Ugh, damn it.
It makes sense. His favorite characters are characters that haven't shown up or mattered in like forever. So he just doesn't care anymore, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's the
Yeah,
logical conclusion.
that's so
we can
fair
come to.
and true and
He's
true.
like, bro, my favorite characters don't matter ananymore. Well, fuck
Yeah, why the fuck does it matter?
Someone
Yeah.
made a really good argument. It's Toji is his favorite.
Oh my god, that's so true.
That's a pretty good,
Toji
yeah,
is
that's a-
so much his favorite that he had to make Maki a Toji clone. just so he can
Now
tell the
wait a
story.
minute. My tribal chief is unrivaled. Hold on, wait a minute.
Every
Wait a
time
minute.
she's on screen, she is explicitly compared to someone.
Bro,
Fake stats, false news. My tribal
Bro, he
chief.
even made Maki look more like Toji.
Now hold on, wait a minute. Now hold on, now man. This is Sukuna's domain here. He's the one supposed to be fighting the fucking allegations. Y'all can't have me on trial. Wait a minute, hold on. Your Honor, my client is she's just her. I don't know how else to say. Yeah,
Bro,
no.
she's literally him. I don't know.
You know what? I'm sorry, tribal chief. I let you down. I can't respond to that one.
Bro, I think it's time to just move on, bro.
Oh,
Does
God.
anyone else have anything to say about this fucking chapter?
I feel like I could talk about this like all day. But
Mm.
let me look through these comments, man, because we got a lot, and then we'll move on. Shout out to the 27 people in the building, by the way. We appreciate you.
Love having y'all here.
Yeah, we love having you here. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Whether you like the chapter or not, hopefully you're having fun. Let's see. God damn, there are a lot. Hold on, wait a minute. I was just scrolling up. I was like, surely this ends eventually, and I just kept going. God damn, bro. Yeah, y'all are chatting. I like that. Sukuna's about to off-screen the whole jury next chapter. Hey, man, at this point, bro, he's got the off-screen powers, man. The off-screen hockey is immaculate. Blackbeard taught him well. Actually, it'd be funny if Yuji gets off screen and Nobara comes on screen. Oh God,
would be pretty funny.
That's our last hope. Yeah, our last hope is Nobara. Putting my stocks in Higuruma in these hands, courtesy of Yuji. That's true. Those are some good stocks. Hello, Sailor, and hello, Ensemble of Excellence. Hello, Weary Exile. What's going on, Kaneki? It's a damn shame that the tree stump wasn't here to welcome Kashimo. Fuck. Gege wants to end JJK so bad it's actually kind of meh. Yeah, bro's trying to wrap up before Christmas. I feel it. I really love this chapter. Shouts out, Sage. I knew this water victim waffled Pikachu would be done in a chapter or two. Yeah. Let's focus on how Kashimo dodged the slash that cut Gojo by going slightly to the left. Also, man, this just reminds me, because when Gojo, like, when he got off-screened, basically, people were, a big thing that people brought up was just like, oh, well, I actually like that we didn't see the slash because it's like even something that even Gojo couldn't comprehend. I like how it's just like, you know, we cut to him being dead. And like, hey, I don't agree, but more power to you. I just think it's very funny how we see the slash this chapter, and it is the most ordinary, boring shit that we have seen. It's just another slash, except this one cuts harder. Like, bro, Tabata was in your magazine, bro. Like, read that shit. See how fucking...
Dude, yeah, fucking Jack is...
See how Jack cut... Yeah, Jack sent out slashes. I'm like, yeah! He sends that shit out. I'm like, yeah, that cuts through dimension. Yeah, I see it. Sukuna's is just a regular Getsuga.
Well, it's like the thing that fucking gets me about it is like Akutami's really good at presenting abilities like this.
Absolutely.
Like, anytime purple is used, it's fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
And it's like it's so creative too, like how he does it.
Man.
So like I don't like why is this boring?
Y'all are some haters.
Yes.
Oh, what happened to the series I love? Let me keep reading through these.
Up, bro.
Now hold on.
I never switched up. I was lying low. I was just like,
as soon as that connecting money came in, bro, y'all switched up. Y'all are
now hold on. Hey, that is true, man. That payday came through. Kaneki changed my opinion, bro. I conformed.
I ain't gonna lie, the paycheck moves mountains.
Yeah. Hey, I get to the bag. What can I say? No, I'm kidding. Much better character stuff than a good fight. Yeah, this was just an ass whooping. This is just an ass whooping. Sukuna reads Love is War confirmed. Yes, he has to. He's a big fan. That's why he's the king of curses. He reads quality shit. Most useless has to go to Sumiki or Hana. Honestly, I feel like it has to be. No, because Hana got Gojo out of the box at least, so I think it might be Sumiki. Although Sumiki, we didn't really... Maybe that's why she's useless.
What about Shoko?
Oh my god! Fucking... Dude! You just awakened a repressed memory. I just woke up. Oh my god! Dude! Shoko! Get back! Like, Shoko! Get in the field, nigga! Put the cigarettes down! People are dying! Like, oh my god! Bro, Shoko, this nigga has one of your friend's bodies, and he's just walking around and murking niggas and haha, yeah, I have his curse technique and shit, and Shoko doesn't have shit to say. Gojo got clapped! And fucking Shoko's just, damn, I guess that nigga's done. Get back! Like, oh my god! Shoko! Please, Shoko has nothing to say, and she's not healing people. What does blood even do? Like, come on! I need to move on. I can't. I have to escape. Let me keep reading. I still love Kashimo. He just picked a fight with the actual strongest in history. Bro pulled the Jogo. Bro, it's not even that. Because Jogo knew, like, oh, fuck, I'm going to get cooked. Kashimo was saving his technique and being like, yep, I'm about to fight this dude. Oh, damn, I'm dead.
I do think that with the point of Kashimo's character, in many ways, he wanted to die here.
I can definitely see that.
Because like the whole thing is like, you know, Gojo was happy that he didn't die to age or disease, and that's how Kashimo was going to die if, you know, if Kenjaku never approached him.
Yeah.
And that was probably depressing to him. So I definitely think he went into this wanting to die. Now, what the larger point is through all this, I don't know. Yeah,
I definitely do think, because Kashimo, I mean, like, his technique would have killed him. So, like, he was fine with getting cooked here, but, like, damn, nigga, that fast.
Yeah, I would like to have seen him do a little more.
Yeah, you know. Damn, bro. It's just kind of crazy.
Sukuna's biggest fan here.
It seems in the Mido era, his most challenging fights were against farmers and fishermen. Bro is fighting against fucking plumbers and mailmen. I can't believe it. I'm late, but we move. Shouts out. It's called Plot Sailor. You're right, Dasha. You're so right. Kashimo is simply better. You're right. He's just better than the fucking Six Eyes. He's just better than Gojo. Maybe Gojo thought he didn't have to dodge because of neutral limitless. Gojo did not know Gege doesn't understand physics and wants to pull him out of the story. You know what? That's fucking true, dude. That's so fucking true. Gojo saw Sukuna doing dismantle and thought, yeah, I can take this. Yeah, famous last words. God, bro. 4 eyes is better than 6 eyes. You're so right, Jordan. Oh my god.
You need to understand that the 6 eyes is simply worse than Sukuna saying, hey, look out.
Exactly. Oh my god. Oh, I fell to my knees in Walmart again, bro. Again.
It's literally. Here's the thing, Zenith. It really sucks that that's just true.
It's just true. It's just fucking true. Why do I need to have the 6 eyes, this super rare ability that grants me insane sensory abilities, when I could just have Satan tell me to dodge? Why do that? Like, it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's okay. It's fine. I gotta start skipping through these comments, so I'm sorry, chat. I won't get to all of them. But hey, we appreciate you for commenting. Let me see. Can we get a single time Gojo dodged a slash from Sukuna? Never. But I feel like with Satan charging a big kill move in front of Gojo, should be able to be like, oh, he's up to something. Like, I would have at least liked to have seen Gojo be like, oh, he's doing something. Maybe I should, like, go on the defensive. Anything. I mean, Kashimo dodging it would still be Looney Tunes, but, you know, I'd prefer something. I'd prefer Gojo not just fucking dying. I'd prefer the fight not ending in, like, you know how in video games where you beat the shit out of somebody and then in the cutscene you're getting your ass beat? That's this fight.
I fucking hate that.
That's this fight. That That's this fight, bro. Yeah, I would have just preferred that. Me personally. Guy like me, that's just what I would have wanted. Yeah. Yeah, gosh, I'm just looking through these comments and gosh, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Oh, God. Hello, by the way, Adam. Go check out his channel, by the way. That's also linked down in the description. He's a cool guy. Let's see. Can we talk about how the backup plan for Gojo dying was taking Sukuna's ass to court? Yeah. Fuck it. If the strongest can't beat him, I know what can. The judicial system, baby. Let's fucking go. You damn right. Let's get him in there, man. I respect it. Let me see. Either that or it could be possible delayed it to throw off the 6 eyes. I mean, again, still with the 6 eyes, I don't think you can. Listen, if he did do that, great. I wish we could have saw that. It's the thing where it's just like, I don't think that they could do that. But like, hey, they did a lot of impossible shit in that fight. I could see that happening. I would have liked to have seen it happen. That's all it is. Like, I can't tell someone they're wrong because, like, you could come up with something and I'd be like, it doesn't make sense. But they did a lot of shit that, like, we thought didn't make sense. It's just a matter of, like, I wish we could have just saw more of it. I just want more clarification, and instead I'm just told I'm dumb. I don't know. I just want more out of the story I love. That's all. Until there's a story-breaking inconsistency, I can let things slide. Shouts out to you, Sleeping Danger. Sailor would say dodge this before rebounding the ball off 3 walls before it hits somebody. That's so true, bro. I would do that. I would do that.
Yeah, it's my point.
Yeah, that's so true. How is Sukuna space slash even exist? How does it cut through infinite space between Gojo and the world while existing in the same world? Absurd. I can't answer that question. That sounds too complex. I'm just willing to accept it.
It's magic, bro.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Infinity doesn't work against spatial attacks. It's just how it is, you know.
Yeah.
Yami would cook him.
Yami is cooking this fraud. Can't believe it.
Kakashi cooks.
Kakashi cooks him. Yeah. Yeah. I can't say I understand too much of the specifics of that. I'm just willing to let it go because like it's whatever. Like it makes sense enough for it's just like, all right. Like I don't need to go too like that deep into it. But hey, maybe you're onto something. Maybe you are cooking something. I'll just admit.
Read, so.
I was about to say I'm just not smart enough for that shit, so I'm not gonna act like I know what to say.
I can't read, so I can't explain that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true and also true. Okay. To me, this is the main reason Gojo dying off screen was bad because we don't know how he launched the attack, so we can't even compare it to Kashimo. That's another good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is Streamlabs not letting me scroll down? Okay, there we go. You guys don't get it. Gege is cooking. Like, expecting him to flesh things out should never be expected. Plot first and everything else is secondary. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, Sailor, we had our moment to breathe in the time skip. Oh, wait. No. No. Don't remind me. No. Oh, man. Let me scroll down some more. Bro was called second only to Sukuna. Bro wasn't even close. Oh my gosh, bro. It's about to be the second coming of the Sailor Witch Trials. Hey man, it might be. It might just be.
God.
It might just be, bro. I've found the fucking fraud, the bum. We need to burn him at the stake. Let me scroll through some of these. Sailor loves Sukuna like a tsundere. Yeah, bro, I'm basically Yorozu. Bro got glazed for 4 years. Gege needs to balance it out. Or Gojo got glazed for 4 years. Bro, Gojo was in a fucking box. He was just cooking. He was just sitting in there chilling. But hey, you know, that is true. Gojo was getting mad slurp for a while. So yeah, I see it. Let me see what else. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see we got this donation from Lexton. I'm sorry. Let me read this. Gege isn't rushing JJK. He's just helping out his fellow mangaka. Have you seen anyone accuse MHA of being rushed since JJK's downfall began? Oh shit. Hey man. God. He's just throwing the alley.
I've seen significantly less MHA shit talk since then.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. Hey, he has done a big one. He has done the streets a service. Kashimo and Gojo are dead. Who are you gonna simp for? My goat, Yuji. That's just who you gotta do, Cyber Raptor. That's just how it is.
That's true.
Yeah, it's the goat. Maki got 2 awakenings before anyone else. Yeah, that's because she's my tribal chief.
The main character. Oh my god, it's so fucking original.
Yes. bro. Who's your goat? Doesn't matter because they're not the goat. My goat, exactly. Shoko's
even Akutami doesn't like you.
Listen,
Wait, who
he
is your
is
favorite
very
character,
beautiful
Zena?
to me.
I'm not sure anymore, actually. I really have to think
He
about
said,
that.
bro, I don't know, they all suck.
I know.
They're all
I-
mid.
Genuinely, I do not know.
Well, let me keep looking through this while you think
Silver,
about
who's
it.
your favorite?
Yeah.
My favorite character?
Yeah,
Jujutsu
Jujutsu
Kaisen.
Well, I mean, I mentioned before I would probably have to go with Nanami, but at this point, I honestly would have to say Yuji at this point.
Let's fucking go!
That's a good pick. So 2 UGs, 1 Yuta, and then Zenith hates everyone. So
That sounds
Damn.
very Zenith.
Balance.
Yeah, easier to balance it out. I dreamed it. I aspire to be that level of hater. I respect it. Shoko, the most useless medic. That is so true. It's Jover. Yeah. Couldn't be Mimosa. That is true as well. Yeah. Mimosa would have popped out. No one is fucking dying. Bro, Mimosa's halftime stats in this
Hey,
fight with
bro.
Sukuna is gonna be crazy.
Bro, put some fucking respect on Mimosa's name,
Yo.
bro. She was here, ain't no
Ain't
one going to the
nobody
airport,
fucking
bro.
dying,
Not
bro.
a single person, bro.
Hey, Mimosa, I'm sorry I doubted you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mimosa. You know, I said, imagine me calling you out for doing your job too much. Hey, I'm sorry about that. We got a fucking bum over here. We could really use your assistance. Hey, man. Shoko out here like, Newports or Marbles. Hey, man. Damn, she's the first one to smoke on Gojo's pack. That's insane. Not gonna lie, y'all reaction are funny to watch. One of the big reasons I've been enjoying your videos. Thank you. We appreciate it, Cyber
Thank
Raptor.
you, man. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Hey, man, it helps that we got some funny ass people watching.
Yeah, right?
Y'all, honestly, a lot of the jokes just come from the chat.
Exactly.
We just read off what the chat says, and it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Hearts out to you guys for those.
Shouts out, yeah. If we can't beat him in a fight, drown him in court fees. That's true. Take that shit to motherfucking trial, as Young Thug would say, aka sex. The slash works like the x-axis from Bleach. Sukuna assigns a target to the point in space and cuts everything between, regardless of distance. Listen, you could be right. I would have liked to see that. I mean, it's
Nah, he's right. I agree. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but I just
what?
fucking agree.
Now wait a minute.
He's right.
Yuji's gonna be at the airport next chapter. He's gonna get Gojo. He's gonna be like, come on, bro, follow me. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Bro, he's gonna be inside Sukuna talking to Megumi next chapter.
Bro, it's gonna be the meme of the dude poking something with the stick, like, do something, bro. That's gonna be Yuji, like, bro, you good? Like, dog, you good,
Bro,
man?
Megumi's still in fucking outer space, bro.
Megumi is gone,
He ain't
bro.
coming back, bro.
Megumi just took 5 unlimited voids, killed his sensei. He's out of here. His will is just overwritten by fucking Sukuna reincarnating. Yeah, it's done. Sukuna about to say nuh-uh, and Higuruma's about to be flabbergasted.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Hey, man. I can't wait for Sukuna to open his domain and counter this shit. It's gonna be insane. Sukuna he's still gonna do just fine, obviously, but my goat Yuji he's gonna beat the shit out of him. It's gonna be great. Shoko losing both of her friends and still sitting down is crazy, bro. That's what I'm saying. Go get back, get a gun, do something. Don't do that, by the way.
And I'm like thinking about that question, Taka, like who is my favorite character? And I think like the only character I really, really like that isn't dead is Yuta.
Hey, we got 2 Yutas and 2 Yujis, bro.
Hey, man.
So like
it works.
everyone else just has not fucking survived.
Yeah.
But what about Hikari wearing that fucking trash bag, bro?
Bro!
He's as hell.
Listen, Hikari needs to ditch that shit and get the fur coat back, man. I don't know why he ditched that. He looks so swaggy. And he got the Jordans on too. Yacht! That nigga is crazy. Hey, man. Give him his fur coat back. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I think we're good to move on now. I need to stop talking about this chapter. I need to move on. I need to move on, man. So let's move on. One New Pisua, chapter 1094. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
It's cool.
Yeah, no.
True.
It's insanely cool.
All right, so time to start some agendas.
Let's go, agenda piece.
His name's Jay. Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
Jay here is stronger than Kaido, and you heard it here, folks. I'm standing by it. It's gonna happen. Bro, Fraudo couldn't even awaken his devil fruit. It's like, what's he even doing?
What was he doing all this time, bro? What does he even do? What does he even do, bro? Yeah, bro sounds exhausted. I am,
we
bro.
talked about it. We talked about it in VC, and we all came to the. You weren't there, Sailor, but we all came to the agreement that from now on, we're just gonna call the Gorsei by like very casual names. So like, because his full name is Saint
Garcia Saturn. Yeah,
but we're just gonna call him Jay. Like that's just his name. From now on,
okay,
Jay.
I'll try to remember that.
He's just Ethan.
Yeah, it's Jay, Ethan, Peter, Mark, and fucking what was the last one?
Like,
I don't fucking
he
remember.
doesn't really have a casual
Richard.
name. Just Topman or something like that.
Yeah, Topman. Yeah, Topman.
Topman.
Jay, Mark, fucking.
See you later,
Ethan and Peter.
Cyberraptor. Sorry,
But,
I was just saying bye to somebody.
Hey, see you later, Cyberraptor.
But yeah, so Jay here is just dunking on him. I don't care what anyone says. The agendas don't lie.
That's true,
Hey,
man.
bro.
I mean, hey, his aura in this chapter was crazy.
I'm gonna disagree with you, Zenith. Honestly, my agenda is next chapter. That's how he got stabbed by Bonney. He's just gonna die.
Ooh.
All right, so I have
Like
two agendas.
that sword pierces heart.
I have two agendas. One is he's stronger than Kaido. The other is Sanji one-shots him next chapter. One or the other, okay? Like,
You're cooking now, bro.
Here's the
Wind
thing.
smoke
No,
Wanji.
Like crazy, ain't you?
Sanji isn't necessarily the strongest, but Bonnie's in trouble, and she's a woman, so he's gonna get his woman in trouble power up like he does, and win.
Hell's
Just
memory
kill him.
is gonna melt this fraud. I agree.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's so true.
Okay, maybe you're onto something with that, but nah. Okay. Me,
Yeah, I was trying to get serious. Nah, man.
Mhm.
Fraudo.
What were you saying, Silver? Go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
Okay, if we're really gonna talk serious in terms of power scaling, like if we can, and I can't really see Gorsei being that much stronger than Kaido. Oh, I definitely would say I would put him on the same level as the Admiral at least, because like you have to consider, yeah, they probably got like crazy ass devil fruits as we've clearly seen in this chapter.
True.
But it's like they also haven't been exactly on the surface and is battling it out. For a long time apparently. So like they may be lacking in that area as well, because like obviously why would they bother to come? It's only unless it's an.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
You there, Silver? Oh,
Bro got silenced by the Gorsei. This is crazy.
They heard him talking.
Wait, no, I'm here.
Okay, all right. He's back. Okay.
Back.
Okay, wait. When the
So-
fuck did they get cut off?
A bit. So, I think the one thing we can be confident about is, obviously, very good devil fruits. Awakened, probably a mythical zone, considering I don't think there's such a thing as a real spider ox thing out there. So probably an awakened mythical, which is just already insane. And also probably a lot of, if they are fighters, which obviously, then probably a lot of battle experience because they are older. So likely very powerful characters. I think it's very fair to say they're at least stronger than admirals. Saying they're stronger than the Yonko, it's like, that's however Oda actually wants to do it. Like, unironically, it could go either way. Where it's like either they're in between the admirals and the Yonko, or if they are stronger. It depends on what their role is in the final arc. We just don't know. But, you know, agendas. It's agenda piece, so.
Yeah.
It depends who fights them.
Exactly.
Of course, it also may depend on what kind of powers he has. Because, like, I've been trying to research a bit more what kind of devil fruit he has. Like, we all pretty much agree that his devil fruit has to be, like, an Ushi-Oni or, like, an Ox Demon. And from what I've read and up on them on the internet, and mostly they're associated with water, or violent temperaments, and eating people, and pestilence and disease.
That is such a crazy. That mixed the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie, Silver. You just started naming like regular shit and then eating people. I was like, whoa. I was like, oh shit. Whoa. Okay, but
keep you on your toes.
Yeah, genuinely, you did.
I mean, I don't know if he's actually gonna start gobbling people down in the next chapter or anything, but it's like who the fuck knows?
I mean, he could, because like, bro spawned in and blew someone's head off just by looking at him. Like, what the fuck?
I really like the introduction. The way it was like shown with the fucking pentagram fucking
dude,
like,
yeah.
Summoning circle and the fucking lightning and fire, and he comes out. It's really sick.
I really like
And
it too, how like
explodes.
Yeah, like you see the Vegapunk like driving on the Vegapunk car like driving on the clouds, and you see all this shit like going on in the background as it's being summoned. Like, oh, that's so cool. that's so cool, man.
Bro, think about Sabo was standing there and there was 5 of these dudes in front of him.
Yeah! Fucking ridiculous.
Said, like, I would have never guessed hell was on the top of the red line or whatever the fuck it is he said. Top of the world.
Yeah, no, like the magic pentagram is definitely interesting because like I'm not entirely convinced that's connected to his devil fruit. I mean,
I don't think it is.
Who knows what the fuck Oda's cooking with it, and I feel like it could be something separate.
I do think it's someone else's power that's being used here to like transport people long distances. Whoever's that is, maybe it's a part of Imu's power. Maybe it's another Gorosei member that allows that to happen, or maybe it's just someone who's in the Marines that's making that. I doubt that, but like, it could genuinely not be any more serious than that. Where it's just like some Marine has that power that's being used here. Like that,
if we're making the assumption
that deep,
if we're making the assumption that his devil fruit is mythical zone Ushi-Oni, which it fucking is. Like, I mean, I can literally tell you what it could be. The Ushi-Oni is not known in like virtually any legend ever to have the ability to teleport, let alone with fucking pentagrams, because it's just not even Japanese.
Pentagrams are very Western.
Shit.
Yeah, so whatever that is, it has to be something separate from his devil fruit.
Bro. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. What's up?
I was just gonna say real quick, there were when Silver was cutting out, there were 3 comments. I just read them, they were fucking cracking me up. Sleeping Dangerous, or no, Silver. Sage says that Silver is fading from existence. Sleeping Danger says that Silver never existed. And then some wet napkin said, damn, I was about to say Silver got off screen by Sukuna. Just like reading those back to back. Oh my god. Oh.
Hey, bro, you can never keep a good man.
And then Weary said,
I took care of him already.
That's true, bro.
Silver handled business.
Weary Exile also said the great cleansing started with Silver. Oh no. They had to take out the strongest threat. Yeah, they had to. They had to try to take him down. But hey, my boy is too strong. Yeah, my boy is too strong.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, this shit was funny.
I saw this chapter was really neat. So like Zenith was saying, I think it's pretty safe assumption that all of the Gorosei probably have, I think they probably most likely
some kind of demon
mythical zone,
power.
like demon power.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping they're from different mythologies and places around the world, because the Ushi-Oni is Japanese, which makes sense, you know, manga, One Piece, Japanese. But I'm hoping maybe 1 or 2 of the others might be more Western demons or something, you know, something a bit different. I think that could be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
what's interesting is because we've always kind of known this, but now it's literal, because that was always the thing where there have been numerous instances throughout the story where the two sides, the Ancient Kingdom and the allies of the Ancient Kingdom, have been referred to as gods and devils, because like the freaking what's they're called, the oh shit, what are they called? What is King's race?
Lunarian.
The Lunarians. Yeah, the Lunarians were known as like angels and like godly beings that lived on top of the Red Line. And then later it's like now they're seen as like devils. And then like Robin is the devil of Ohara. And Luffy, you know, Nika is a god, but he's seen as he's a member of the D-Clan, which are devils to the gods who are the celestial dragons. And the celestial dragons have been called devils by like different characters. So it's like at some point in the past, the world was the roles were reversed. The devils, and it's quite literal, devils, the Gorosei and Imu, took power from, you know, Luffy, Nika, Joy Boy, who was a literal god, and they switched places, and now the devils are ruling the world, and the gods are, you know, being subjugated. And I think it's interesting because it makes me think of, I've seen a lot of people post this panel, but it's really cool. It's when Roger meets Rayleigh when they were young. When we see Roger and he's wearing the straw hat. And specifically he says, Rayleigh, why don't you join me so we can turn the world upside down? And it's like, that seems just like a very, you know, offhand comment where it's just like, oh, you want to, you know, fuck things up. But it's like, I think Oda was kind of, he's being cheeky and basically like, they're literally going to turn the world upside down. Because hell is in heaven right now. And by the end of the series, Luffy and them are going to tear down the Celestial Dragons. They're going to bring them down from Mary Joa.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really cool.
Okay. Yeah, damn. I didn't even be thinking about this shit, man. That's crazy. Damn, that's cool. Okay. Yeah.
There's, so besides that, in this chapter, the other big thing is the Luffy versus Kizaru stuff.
It's so cool.
I've seen a lot of people are disappointed with the way this turned out.
Why?
And I can understand why. Well, because they were hoping it would be a full fight.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
What people wanted was Luffy and Kizaru to have a full fight where Luffy defeats Kizaru. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it was written. Because Kizaru did not want to fight Luffy. He wanted to execute Vegapunk. And Luffy didn't necessarily want to fight Kizaru. He just wanted to protect Vegapunk. So neither of them were really trying that hard. And because, you know, it's a difference of priority, Oda didn't really treat it like a full fight, because it's not. Like, that was never the main fight. I'm thinking now the main fight is going to just be Luffy versus Saturn. And I'm a little disappointed also, because I was hoping we would get Luffy defeating Kizaru. But I think that fight's pretty much done. I think Luffy, like, he hits him with the big attack in this chapter, and they both go down at the same time. I think that fight's pretty much done. And I think Luffy, when he gets back up, he's going to get back up. I think he'll start fighting Saturn.
I mean, he better get back up, because like I know we were talking about Sanji earlier, but I really don't think anyone else but Luffy is going to be taking on this guy right now.
Bro, okay, so actually that leads me into what I think's going to happen next. So I have some theories, because I've been rereading Egghead. I started yesterday. I haven't reread the whole thing yet, but I've gotten pretty far, and I actually have some things that I've found interesting. So the way I kind of see things playing out from here, this is my guess, and I'm not going to bet my life on it because I'm not that confident. But this is kind of how I see things. Bonney stabbed Jay because she has Kuma's memories, though she knows that Jay or the Gorosei are the ones that specifically ordered Kuma's memories to be erased and turned into a slave. Now, I think next chapter, we're going to go directly into Kuma's backstory.
Oh.
I think we're going to cut away to Kuma's backstory. Now, how long the backstory is anyone's guess. It could be less than a full chapter. It could be a full 2, 3, 10. I don't know. I'm not expecting it to be too long. But it should be a pretty substantial backstory, because there's a lot of questions we have about Kuma. We need to know why he was a slave. We need to know how he stopped being a slave. We need to know how he became the king of the Sorbet Kingdom. We need to know what his rule was like as the king of the Sorbet Kingdom. We need to learn what race he is, because he's a part of a special people that Bonney told us about. We need to know why how he was captured by the government. We need to learn why he chose to have his memories erased. We need to learn about Bonnie's birth and like the context of that stuff. There's a lot of questions we have.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mystery connected to Kuma, and I think we're gonna get the backstory. We should get pretty much all those answers, and then I think this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna cut back to the events of what's happening, and Saturn is going to try to kill Bonney. And I don't think Sanji's going to step in. I don't think Luffy's going to step in. I think Kuma's going to show up to save her. Because Kuma's on the way. I don't think Kuma was... Because he was on Kamabaka Queendom. And it's interesting, when he started leaving, when he just randomly stood up and started leaving, it was directly after Bonney went unconscious. Because she tried to kill Vegapunk or threaten him with like the lightsaber, and then all the bugs came in and scared her to death, and she passed out. It was after that, when she was really scared and went unconscious, when Kuma like stood up. It's like the same chapter pretty much.
Oh.
And then he takes off. Well, we didn't know originally where he was going, and then he directly hits the red line. And people were wondering, it's like, oh, he's going to marry Joa. Why would he go to marry Joa? I think it's clear now that was never his destination. He hit Mary Joa. He hit the red line because it was in the way.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't mean to hit it, and then he had to climb over to keep going, and then he confronted Akainu at the top. So I think that entire thing is just supposed to symbolize that Kuma is trying to protect his daughter, but the government keeps getting in the way. Like he can't escape this.
Okay.
He can't escape the government. He was a slave when he was a child. He was captured when he was a king. He's been a slave again. Like, he can't escape this fate that he has tied to the government. And I think he's going to show up to protect Bonney, to save her from Saturn. And I think one of two ways it could play out. One, he dies. Saturn kills him. He protects Bonney. Saturn kills him. And then I think Luffy steps in to save Bonney afterward. Luffy will protect Bonney after Kuma's killed. Or Kuma steps in to save Bonney. He's going to be killed by Saturn, and then Luffy steps in to save them both. Because I think the point... I think what this is going to be...
Going to be like a callback to Sabaody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Luffy and the crew owe Kuma their lives. He saved them. When it was them against the Celestial Dragons, against the government, against Kizaru and Sentomaru and the Pacifistas, Kuma stepped in and saved them because they weren't strong enough. So I think what it's going to be is Luffy's going to repay that debt by either protecting Kuma or protecting the most important thing to Kuma, which is Bonney. So I think it works either way. Yeah. I would prefer it. I think it makes more sense if Kuma dies, because I think that could play more into why this is such a massive incident, because the death of a warlord would be a big deal. And I still think the symbolism of Luffy protecting Bonney and saving her still works, because that is Kuma's entire purpose. Like, that's his goal, is he just wants to protect his daughter. So I think Luffy kind of inheriting that purpose still delivers on that debt being repaid.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. However, I will say this: what I feel like the important fact here you're missing is like you're assuming Inku's going to get killed by Jay, but in reality, Sanji is going to end up killing him first to get revenge after sending him to the Okama Island.
You're so right. You know what, Silver?
That's so true.
Considered that.
That is so true.
That's
He's
really
so real
fucking funny.
Weary Exile said that you cooked, by the way,
Taco. Before Sanji can.
That's how I kind of see the event playing out. So there are two things that are up in the air right now that there's three. There are three things right now that are kind of they're there, and we're just waiting to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Number one is the Blackbeard pirates are on the island.
Yeah, I'm still trying to see what that is all about.
We don't know which members. We don't know why they're there. We just know they're there. That's it.
We did talk. Me and Taco did talk about this last night. And the only ones that are unaccounted for are, I think, Lafitte and Katarina Devon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are very good at infiltration for their own reasons.
Yep.
First, I came to the conclusion that they're probably not going to like actually interfere with the arc, and they're probably just there to steal some technology or information. Because otherwise you would get someone who's a bit more battle ready.
Yeah.
And not someone, not people that aren't, just infiltration. People that are good for a fight. So I think the arc's just gonna end, and then at the very end we're gonna see like one of them walk out of Egghead like, oh, I got this and this. It's gonna be really helpful later. Yada yada. Yeah, just some plot stuff. So I don't think they're like a big MacGuffin or a big plot device in it. It's just gonna be like something at the end that's like
just to set up.
They're there, and we don't know. And then the other two things, one I think is pretty blatantly obvious what the role's gonna be, but we haven't seen it yet. Is the ancient robot, because the ancient robot, it's there, it's powered up. Assumedly, it's just going to help the Straw Hats escape, which makes the most sense. We don't know how powerful it is, but we can assume it's probably pretty powerful. I mean, it's a giant fucking robot that was built from. I mean, it's damaged and stuff, but we can assume that when it's time for the Straw Hats to get the fuck out of here, the robot could be a good distraction. They just kind of like take on like the vice admirals and the pacifistas and whatnot.
Yeah.
The third and final one, and this is the one that I am most conflicted on, is Kizaru. Because Kizaru is not down for the count. He got fucked up. Luffy punched him pretty good. I think people are downplaying how fucking hard
he
punched him
rocked his shit, bro.
Like, he felt that shit. He looked calm, but I think he
literally said like, I'm seeing stars.
But this is the problem, because when I think Luffy's going to get back up, and I think Luffy's going to fight Saturn for a little bit because I don't think Luffy's going to defeat Saturn. I think it's too early for a Gorsei to be defeated. But I think Luffy's going to fight Saturn while the rest of the Straw Hats and, whoever's with us is escaping. And I think we might get some minor scuffles, like maybe Frankie fights a Vice Admiral for a panel or two, or, just small shit. I don't think we're going to get anything too major. We'll see Zoro beat Lucci. Like, we'll see, like, the big final attack where he cuts him. But besides, like, the smaller things, the problem is Kizaru, because I don't think anyone on the crew, besides Luffy, can, like, handle him. Like,
what about Zoro?
I'm not trying to downplay Zoro or
Sanji.
I just don't think they can. Maybe if they work together, they can keep him distracted, which could be cool. That could just be it. That might be the answer. If Zoro beats Lucci quick enough and then they team up to take him on. But I have a different theory. I'm leaning more towards this.
Okay.
I think Kizaru is going to get back up, and I think it's going to be the moment where he has to decide if he's going to kill Vegapunk or not, and I think he's going to let them go.
I think you're on to something with that.
And that's like, and here's the thing. I'm not going to pretend like I'm super confident about this. This is just, a pie in the sky theory. But I think it's very weird the way Oda has been writing Kizaru this arc.
I was about to say, yeah.
The Kizaru we know is very no questions asked. He's like, I'll do it. He's been that way the entire story. He's like, I'm just a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
But this arc, we've seen it more than any other, where he's questioning. Like, these are the people I care about. These are my friends. These are people I've known for years. He could have killed Bonney. He chose not to. He kicked her off the fucking dome and she got hit by lasers. But he could have just killed her. And he literally says, I forget the exact quote, but he's like, I don't want to have to kill anyone that I know if I don't have to. Like, he has to kill Vegapunk because it's his order.
He doesn't kill any more people that he knows. Like that. I think that mine went more like that. And
because he kills.
Showing how conflicted he is.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's interesting because we've talked about this before, the sense of justice of the admirals and stuff. And Kizaru's sense of justice is unclear justice or uncertain justice. And I think he is in this moment uncertain of what the correct thing to do is. And I think we're going to see him make that decision. And I don't think, and here's the thing, I don't think he's going to full-blown betray the government. Like, I don't think he's going to, like, take off his fucking, Marine coat and be like, I'm switching sides. I think it's going to be a lot more subtle. I think he's just going to, like, it's going to be time to, like, he could just shoot and kill Vegapunk, and he's just going to miss on purpose. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's going to be a scenario like that, where he just kind of lets them go.
Yeah. Or, like, he's about to shoot him, and he just kind of, like, stops or something like that.
Yeah. So that's how I kind of see the events playing out. Like the Straw Hat, they're gonna start escaping. Luffy's gonna distract Saturn. Kizaru, I think, eventually will just kind of let them go, and then the giant robot will show up, distract the government, while Luffy and the crew get on the Sunny, and then they get to leave. I think they're gonna escape. Like it's just gonna be a successful.
Like
maybe one major death. It'll probably be Kuma, and I think it's very possible a couple of the other satellites, Vegapunk. I think it's possible.
Let's fucking go.
Vegapunks.
Because rereading the beginning of Egghead, Shaka even says specifically, like, we don't matter. Like,
you're damn right they don't.
Yeah, because he literally says, as long as the Stella escapes, that's all that really matters. So I don't think they're all gonna die. Like, I think Lilith is pretty safe. I think Lilith will survive.
Yeah.
But like, if Atlas dies or fucking Edison dies, like, I think it's possible. Like,
we do not care. Also, shouts out to Carrie G. Just dropped a $10 bomb on us. We all know readers rather see than imagine, but I just think Gege's like, it's not hard to imagine Sukuna set him up for a strike. He's top 2. Gojo set him up for a strike, so I guess it can go both ways. I guess so. I still would have liked to have just gotten more of an explanation on things, more clarification, but that's just where I am right now.
Shouts out Weary Exile. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, he's saying you're cooking. I don't want Kuma to die. He's low-key one of the best characters in pre-time skip. Hope he gets back to the revolutionaries. That would be nice.
I could see it both ways, because for one, I think personally I would prefer it if he does die, because like I said, it's just that shock. I think that would justify why this is such a major incident, where it's like, oh man, like such an important character that's been around for so long is like his final moment. I think seeing that could be really cool, and just like the emotional aspect of it, because I like Kuma. I am emotionally attached to Kuma. I don't know if I would cry if he died, but I would feel it, because I really like Kuma. I always have. But on the flip side, I kind of agree with you, where it's like, I don't want him to die, because I feel like I think what his backstory is going to kind of show us is he's been fated from birth to kind of be a slave to the government. He was a slave. He could never escape. And even in his final moments, it's like the government's about to take away the thing that's most important to him, his daughter. And it's like, he's going to die. And then Luffy saves him. Because I like it where it's the symbolism of Luffy literally stares the devil down and he frees him. Because Luffy represents that freedom. He is Nika. And I think that could be very powerful, if that is like the message, that it's like Kuma's about to be killed. He's about his fate. Like, he could not escape in the end. And then Luffy saves him. He frees him in the last minute. That could be really cool.
Yeah.
That could be,
Hey, yeah.
Depends on how it's all executed.
Yeah,
I think it works either way, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think he's definitely showing up.
We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Chapter.
Yeah,
Good chapter. It was nice seeing Kizaru get his shit rocked. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the fuck else is going to happen with Luffy and Garcia. Y'all ready for AFO dying next week? Trust me, it's happening.
I mean, yeah, I think it is either
So
next
ready.
week or the next chapter.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the next chapter. I don't think it's going to be
Bro,
this
fuck all
one.
that. I just want to read the new Kagurabachi chapter, bro.
Hey, unironically, a really good chapter this week.
Yeah,
there was
no,
a
I
pretty good
enjoyed
chapter
it.
this week.
Yeah, I enjoyed
It
it.
was fun.
Kagurabachi is pretty good. Shout out Blue Box as well. Killing it. But yeah, let us know down below which one was your favorite chapter this week. It doesn't have to be anything that we talk about. It could have been fucking Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Blue Lock, Blue Box, Blue Beetle, fucking anything, dude. Let us know down below. We appreciate it. We appreciate you for rocking with us for so long today, because this ended up being a lot longer than I thought. I expected us to talk for a while, but not as long as this.
Bro, JJK has a hold on us, bro.
I have to escape. No. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Sabo Odie. So if Sabo Odie is Egghead, then Elbaf will be Amazon Lily Parallel. I don't know. Well, that's
Maybe.
something we'll just have to wait and see for.
Cool.
Next week, we're finding if All Might is dead or not. Next week's going to rock the manga communities regardless of how it goes. I'm willing to bet that he'll be all right. And then
I
he's gonna
agree.
be fine.
regardless of what actually happens, next week's going to be an extremely impactful chapter
Absolutely.
of MHA, for better or for worse. Like, it
Yeah.
could go either way, but I think like either way, MHA is going to be a big chapter next week. I think we have some good chapters to look forward to, because I think
For sure.
JJK we're getting where Yuji showed up.
Yes,
which we've all been waiting
sir.
for. We want to see that. MHA, All Might stuff. That's really important. One Piece. I think we're gonna start Kuma's backstory. That's my personal theory, but I think it's gonna happen. So that's gonna be interesting stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
And
Chainsaw Man.
do we have Chainsaw Man? So
Yeah.
We do.
We have a full pod next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
actually, no, wait. I just checked it. So we should have everything coming up except for Jujutsu Kaisen. That is on break next week.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
forgot JJK is on
fucking.
break,
I'm
yeah.
gonna shit my drawers. I can't believe it.
Okay, so we got everything else besides
Yep.
JJK. Still should be
Yeah.
a pretty good week.
I was about to say it should still be pretty fun. But anyway, hopefully you guys join us next week. We appreciate you. We're getting out of here. Goodbye. Mwah! And good.